Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. The people joining for the first time, this is not a political poll, it's a spiritual poll. Every Sunday, a group of us get together and we play on the web of creation. And I imagine this huge spider web like structure, instrument. And as we move on it, as we think on it, as we talk on it, it vibrates throughout the universe. And so today I wanted to think about what we are co creating, what we are allowing into our space. There's so much noise, so much. So today I wanted to look into the sounds of silence. For some, that'll be meditation. For some, that'll be another form, maybe dance, maybe art. What is the sound of silence? What are we doing when we get in there? The three decks that I'm using, True Black, this is a very in-between world deck for me. The second deck I'm using are the contact cards. This is definitely space. The third deck I'm using is the Brady Tarot. This is a very earthbound deck, and this one can get a little dark. If it gets a little too dark, then I'm going to throw a couple with Beyond Lemuria, and that always seems to lighten things up and wrap things up kind of neatly. Because that Lemurian energy of peace, happiness, love, water, whales, it's all there. All right, let's get going. When we get into the silence, when we get into the creation groove, let's say meditation, dance, whatever. First card we get, Two of Cups. Two of Cups coming together. So when I look at the images here, I see the turbulence. This reminds me almost of the Two of Pentacles, where the waters are sloshing around a little bit. The fish are out of the cup, and there's a broken arrow. So what are we trying to? Are we trying to break a chain a little bit? Maybe so. Even with the sloshing around, these fish are being propelled or jumping out of water so that they can be together. So, I mean, again, well, not again, but it symbolizes and it correlates with today's energy. I feel like we're almost being thrown out of the calmness of our waters, but we do have community here, even though it's just another fish. But it's a goldfish, so it's kind of cool. Next card we get, the Knight of Wands. I hope you can see that well enough here. So this Knight of Wands, she is charging in. She's a little impetuous. She's fast because she doesn't have a lot of armor on. But what she's doing here, she's leaning and protecting herself. She has her shield up against this card. The Two of Cups, she's allowing. It's like good, not if there is an allowance, but she's okay with that. She's mainly focused with this card. And this card is, Seven of Cups. The choices. The illusion, delusion. What do I pick? Which cup do I pick? Oh, look at this. Look at me. Too much noise. Too much noise. It's gold. Sorry. Gold castle up here. And in the cups, the choices she has. Looks like a butterfly, a hummingbird, a mouse or a rat, a salamander, a snake, ooh, or a shark. Oh, well, I know which one I'd pick. I'd pick the shark. Those of you who have been with me for a while, you know I love scuba diving. I love scuba diving with sharks. They don't affect me none. Okay, moving on. Contact cards. So, well, let's just back up before I get too fast on this. Getting into the silence, protecting us from the noise of too many choices, putting your shoulder against it and kind of stopping that flow, staying with community, breaking that cycle, that arrow, whatever that arrow means. And the contact cards, oh, looky, white dwarf star. So a white dwarf star, that one is a big star that shrinks into a dense energy. And this card suggests the least little idea is subject to interminable analysis. In what cup do I pick? Let's analyze it to death. Which one is it? Should I pick the butterfly or should I pick the hummingbird? Or the hummingbird really travels a long way, but so does the shark. Should I pick the shark? Oh, I don't know. I don't like those teeth. Yeah, it's a gummy bear shark. So there is no. We used to swim and come across nurse sharks. They were so gentle. Now, great white, yeah, maybe not so. Okay, anyway, white dwarf, big, getting shrunk. So we could have these big ideas and we focus them in on a smaller piece of the puzzle. We have Earth and Moon. Now, when I look at this, first thing I look at is the big planet shrink into a little planet, a little dead kind of planet. And I know some of you guys are going, it's a moon. Moon's planets? I don't know. Sometimes we get so hung up on labels that, we miss the meaning of this sentence. We have a big, beautiful Earth that's could shrink down into a little size, dense moon if we don't take care of the Earth. So in this quiet, it seems like taking care of the Earth here, and then we get Battleship. Wow. All right, Battleship. So a couple of things with Battleship here. Certainly, it's for war, but it can also be for a show of strength. Walk softly, carry a big stick type of thing. It could also be a show of strength and honor if they use that ship correctly. It can go the opposite direction. So now here I'm analyzing it to death with what meaning do I pick? And here's the white star analyzing it to death. In this still quiet, it feels like it's earth that should be the main focus in row 2. Row 3, ooh, Daughter of Horns, Brady Tarot. This deck is so rich in its imagery. Daughter of Horns. So we have a pronghorn in Monument Valley. We also have a chimney swift drinking from a pronghorn cup. The Daughter of Feathers, Swords, is a chimney swift in this deck. So we get 2 court cards in one. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. There's a charging energy, a calming energy, a young energy. What are we co-creating? We have these thunderstorms here that are showering rain onto this valley floor that could produce floods, but it will also produce wild flowers. Okay, moving on. Rivalry, 5 of Feathers, 5 of Swords. This 2 Gila monsters fighting, it looks like, to the death. And they fight for hours. The thing is, with a lot of these cards that I'm getting, it's not as it seems. This battleship may not be as it seems. It may be a battleship of peace. It may have a hospital on it. These storm clouds are bringing wildflowers. This battle to the death is actually a mating ritual that goes on for hours. It looks like they're killing each other. They're not. 5 of Feathers. Oh boy. The Empress card. The Empress card. Co-creating. So the Empress card is all about abundance. It's about bringing in something new into your world. So we have the red wolf with her pups down there, 2 rabbits and a doe, and everybody is in harmony. Things are in harmony here. Things are in harmony here. It doesn't look like it, but it is. So when we get to that quiet space of co-creating, and if we turn off all the noise and the illusion and the delusion and the craziness, we put a little block up against it and put our shoulder and shield up against the noise. And we shrink from a big world down to a little world. What do we want to co-create? What is it that we want to do? I think this is like focusing on the intention. Break the habit of too much noise. All right, I'm going to pull a couple of Lemurian cards. In the Sounds of Silence, we get card number 10, Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. In this deck, there are 10 chakra cards, merging with the divine. When we get quiet, when we hear that small voice in our heads. With intention, we are merging with the divine. And we are in communication with co-creation. This reminds me of the Three of Cups, the three feminine energies dancing, raising their glasses. These are not feminine energies, so to speak. I'm not saying they could be male energies. It's a balance energy for me in this. But it certainly could be Three of Cups. Anyway, off track. So for me, what I get out of this spread, when we get quiet, when we turn off the noise, when we break the stream that is supposedly pushing us in a direction, it's not going to be as easy as being in the silence. There's going to be noise, there's going to be a little turbulence. But with focus and shrinking down to what's important, and this earth and moon really suggested to me, as we shrink down our intention, go outside and ground ourselves in the beauty that we have in this earth that other planets don't have. Stopping the battle. And then with Mother Earth, this is the big one, the Empress giving birth. There are things that are going to pull us away with the Page, the daughter of horns, daughter of feathers. There's going to be things that we're going to be good with, and then we got to go back into the calmness, and we're going to wrestle with a lot of things that are going to be good. Maybe this Five of Feathers is the shadow side of things, looking into the dark spaces that brings us abundance, that brings us communication with co-creation. And we get to merge with the divine. Woo! All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining in. Thank you. Hope you guys have a great week. Peace and love.